Take a good look at this girl washing her hair. Black and blue water coming down from the scalp. Everyone around is stunned. I've never seen AI wash their hair and it fades. Girl turns head, eyes enough to defeat all the lower. She's Polaris. Max's daughter. He inherited his father's superpowers perfectly. Control everything a day ago. The police surrounded the mutant's secret base. When Polaris shielded her boyfriend Marco, she was arrested. She was wearing a blue ring around her neck. First time locked in a cell. Very disgruntled, she opened her hand to the iron door. She started using superpowers, but the necklace suddenly flashed red. Cell. The mediocre ones outside are constantly mocking. Polaris wondered, maybe the heirloom superpower has lost. A girl in the opposite cell reminded her. Me. What is this? We call it the control loop. They are specially made for each, so you can't do anything dangerous. Polaris realized that now. I suddenly became helpless. It's all because of this necklace that deserves to die. After calming down, Polaris begins to plan his escape. You can't stay in your cell forever. She was pregnant the next day. Polaris was taken to the bathroom. On the way, a scarred black guy spits at you. He's the worm here. Scars on the face are caused by mutants. Polaris calmly glanced at him. If it's not controlled by the necklace, the black guy's probably been shut down in the wall. When eating rice, Polaris discovered that people would help each other. I can't believe he glanced across his dodgy eyes. Finally a warning. Looks like he was scared off by the black guy. Reluctant Polaris has to deal alone now. Outplay. The black guy came back. He made Polaris wash his clothes, got himself rejected. He began to threaten. Trust me. You don't want to work out there. You have the power. But I'm the strong one here. Polaris doesn't care about these ugly, boring people. To leave. I can't believe the black guy's subordinate. Consecutive punches down the face. To see Polaris, the Black Arrow was very pleased. I heard you're pregnant. He kicked you in the stomach. Polaris has been angry for a long time now. Despite the pain caused by the necklace, she's still trying to use her superpowers to throw up the iron chair. Close the black guy in the land can. The officer saw that the boss was injured and immediately rushed Polaris' beautiful face with his fist. Fortunately, the police intervened in time. But after this, Polaroid was put in solitary confinement. You feel desperate. This damn necklace is never new. In the meantime, the mutant team is trying to rescue Polaris. I can't believe Marcus was arrested in the middle of the street. Lona serious injury coma. In a trance, Super created many chaotic space gates. The mutant base is about to be destroyed. Fortunately, Marco's wife was pregnant after the injection. Lona gradually stabilized. The task of mutants is now extremely difficult. We have to rebuild the base. Just had to rescue Polaris and Marcos. The girl in front of the iron door. 2 palms of hands that emit blue light. Red click necklace. Lisa gradually gained control of her superpowers. Following the mission of this group. It's not just about rebuilding the base. It's more important than saving sand and mountains. The girl in front of the iron door. The palm of the hand emits blue light. 6. Red necklace on neck flashing. Your power is near the limit. But the girl didn't give up. Close your eyes with all your might. The locked iron door suddenly opened. The girl is exhausted now. The blood flows clean. You are the daughter of the King of Heaven. Etching of magnetism. But she's wearing this obnoxious necklace. Superpower is suppressed. Trying to use it will hurt. They may even lose their lives. Polar chimpanzees toiling out of the dark room. Weakly leaning against the wall. Very fast. She was given a plan to break in by force. It's obviously not possible. Outside the prison, mutants are trying to study the Arctic. And the real sun. The mountain is not a mutant. He used to be a prosecutor who caught mutants. Until one day, he discovered my son and daughter have superpowers. From there to the mutant side. My wife is very worried about her husband. He took his daughter and son away from the base. Find your brother in the government. The power of my brother to rescue my husband. My brother was afraid of the flu and refused. Just in time for the 2 sisters to argue. A group of neighbors with guns around. They hate mutants who want to destroy them. Good luck to Hai and his team in time. Use your hypnotic powers to chase the neighbors away. Take Ho and the kids. The neighbors are still chasing. Lisa's resting at the base getting word. Stand in the middle of the hall. Violet rays constantly flashing in the palm of the hand. You use all your strength. Opens a giant space gate on the way. Look. Go quickly. Minor Kai pedal gay through the gate. Everyone is finally safe. This time I can't act alone anymore. There's only unity. We can rescue the prisoners. At the same time, the Polar Star escaped from prison. He was moved to a more secure cell. Here you meet an acquaintance again. The mountain before. The sun tried every way to catch the North Pole unexpectedly. Now they're both locked in the same room. Not long after, the prison is about to move. The Great Mountains and the Arctic. They even designed a car. The inside of the car is completely wrapped in plastic. The superpower of the Arctic has become useless. But the FBI missed an important point. Comrade of the Polar Star. The ocean soon led the ambush at the crossroads. The car will pass very quickly. The car appeared. Zhao An is in charge of the ambush, suddenly losing superpowers, 2 hands convulsing constantly. Tire does not explode. Key moment. Tuanan's sister is peeing out bang. Car tires explode, prison car forced to stop. The FBI immediately closed the scene. Check car Zhao Hozai. People with the ability to be invisible. Stealthily approaching the search for the North Pole. But it goes a little bit. The power suddenly disappeared. He appeared and was shot. At the same time, all the mutants around us have lost their superpowers. Hiding in the dark, looking out the window. A yellow-eyed man is sweeping around. He's the one who suppressed everyone's superpowers. I was surprised that it was not a pulse. He was arrested by the FBI a few years ago. He is not dead but betrayed. The ocean knows if you can't use your superpowers, there's only one way to fight. The 2 sides opened fire under fire. Pika quietly approaches Puss. A group of yellow-eyed men were knocked down. Immediately, people's superpowers back in the car. Polar chimpanzees hear gunfire. Know your team is outside. The guards open the necklace for you. Then coordinate with Deshawn to defeat the guards. Unfortunately, there is no metal in the car. The Pole's superpower over metal can't be promoted. The mountain is speaking now. My feet. There's a metal bar in my leg. Take it. Polaris hesitated for a second. Then the finger flashed. Directly pull the steel bar from the foot of Dyson. Use steel bar. Cut off the rope for 2 hours and you're free. The guards saw that the situation was not right and immediately called for reinforcements. But only a second later, his throat was slammed by a steel bar, and then the car door opened. The FBI fired a gun at the North Pole. Polar crystal bullets stop between joints. No more collars, you're the queen. Slowly swing, the bullet flies back, light pull arm. The FBI gun fell out of hand. The weapons no longer fight. This time the flower will come again. People quickly leave without AI stopping them. But the situation of mutants. This will be more dangerous. This is the most classic escape in history. Behind the car, police chase in the sky. Ron continuously locates. The Arctic and the sea have no place to hide. The ocean asks the Arctic to use its superpower to take down Ron. No matter how hard you try. But Ron's out of control. Now the Polar Star thinks of a way. Break the rear-view mirror, throw out. Use your superpower to control the mirror. To reflect the drone's location. The sea understands. Shoot a beam of light into the mirror. The reflected light hit the drone. There was an explosion, and Ron was killed. They both looked at each other laughing. Keep running, but it won't be long. Saw the bald-headed FBI block the way. Polar chimps get off the car face to face. She ignored the bullets that reached her fingers, slightly inching. Automatic bullets avoid the road. Hands reached out, the bald man's gun flying towards her. The pursuer is now reversed. The North Pole and the sea brought him into the building. Swing us in Tay. A large iron bar clasped to his neck. I love wearing necklaces for other people. Then taste the choking. The bald man couldn't resist. Only know how to fight. He's afraid to tell his girlfriend to calm down. But polar chimpanzees are very alert. We caught him just to ask about pulsars. Pulsar is etching. Mutant's crystal glowed yellow eyes. All superpowers are useless. According to the FBI, there's a conspiracy. But the bald man refused to speak. Not half a word. Because he hates mutants. Extreme Tube 4 years ago. A peaceful protest that led to conflict with the FBI. Superpowers are dangerous. His innocent daughter was implicated in the riots. I can see that he is stubborn and uses another way. A call to subpoena, nah. Who can read the memories of Nafa Ro Pink Bone? The memory of the bald man appeared. Get out of the car and raise your hand. Meanwhile, the FBI has surrounded the building to buy time. Anti-BDSM Tay, countless bars crashed through the window. Plug it directly into the police car. The FBI tried to attack but had to back off. Iron bars that big. If you get hit in the head, you can't play. I can't get in. They decided to use the grenade immediately. Spicy grenades thrown through the window. The whole building was engulfed in a sea of smoke. People can't open their eyes. The FBI took advantage of the opportunity. See the unfavorable situation. Polaris quickly left the scene. After returning to the base, Ninra recounts the memory of the real bald guy. So the bald guy and the pulsar aren't too close. The memory of the pulsar is also vague. Only some documents and symbols, along with the dimly shaped building. Andy saw this symbol and recognized it. It's a pushover tattoo. This time Dakin also remembered the clue, pointing to a watermark of the building. It's a federal building. Some mutants have been transferred there before, and then disappeared without a trace. Everyone feels insecure. It seems like these mutants have become lab rats of the government. Now it's urgent to unravel the secret of this building, or more mutants will disappear. What is this boy doing? He walked confidently to the white wall. Frown and raise your hands. The fingers use force. Water stains appear on the wall. As the crack gets bigger and bigger, he's waving his hand hard. The wall immediately collapsed into a large hole. This ability is really a demolition team champion. Previously for undercover investigations in the federal building, they decided to come see for themselves, by the way looking for clues about Push's death. With Dakin and son Andy, 3 people on a truck that doesn't stand out, I thought I could get through it. But in the middle of the road was stopped by the FBI. They're determined to check the cargo in the trunk. Reluctant. They had to open the car door reluctantly as soon as the door opened. Marker uses superpowers to create false vision. The police kept looking but found nothing. I had to give up soon. 3 people come to the building to the state, but around the building there's a heavy guard. No chance to sneak in. Fortunately Dakin got the architectural drawings of the building. Detect the building and the adjacent underground parking using the same wall. That's good. Andy's ability to break down walls is finally working. Marcus and Dakin take advantage of the opportunity to get into the building looking for documents. Truck driver to prepare to pick them up. When 2 people find the profile, Marcus uses his superpower to unlock. It soon melts into water. Suddenly the alarm goes off. The FBI rushed to the document office. After retrieving the data hard drive, Marcus also set fire to the storage room. Now the FBI won't let them. Just chasing and blocking the road. Fortunately, Sonia at the base has discovered a more dangerous situation. The truck's only road was blocked by police. What to do now? Polaris hands out. She and 2 other superheroes ambushed near the intersection and message Marcus no matter the obstacles. Don't break the car. Go straight ahead. Marcus trusts his wife. But the driver is scared. It's risky. The FBI has spread the divide ahead. Getting involved is no different than suicide, but now there's no other way. Accelerator, Gaia pedal driver. The FBI found the car wasn't slowing down and fired. The bullets are coming towards the truck. Driver face remeter. But soon after, bullets like ghosts are flying around the car. It turns out Polaris did. She raised her hand. An invisible runway appears above. Separation. Truck fly up. Over a bunch of cops shooting streams as they hit the ground. The driver laughed. I've never done anything like this in my life. Right after that, the police car chased after the button. Alan next to Polaris hands up. A virtual mirror appears in front of a police car. The truck immediately split. Go in 2 different directions. The police car is also divided into 2 chase cars. America is still worried. If you catch up with the real car, everything is broken. Polaris laughed at the truck. The second is that they are both fake. The truck was on the original route. It's all an illusion of Atlantis. The 3 of them managed to escape. But he pissed people off. They've stolen highly classified information. And we're going to find them. VA monitor all phones. Within a 50-mile radius of Blockade 4. 4. Track the target name. Keyword, a phrase that repeats anything like a communication code. In the middle of the night, a man receives a call from his ex-girlfriend. Sleeping, the ocean lowered its voice. The woman over there is very unruly. Open your mouth and ask the ocean to help. The ocean didn't think much of a nod of agreement right away. In fact, you're not the kind of person who stands on mountains. Why your ex-girlfriend dares to speak out? It's because she has capital. Previous route information of the ocean. It's what she offered to pay back. The sea must be humbled when called to come, and especially don't let Polaroid get hot. I know about but. Polaroid quickly discovered the unusual boyfriend. Asshole. Your mocking eyes are on the verge of exploding. It feels like your hair is a little darker. She asked her best friend to find the book. 2 people follow the clues to find the mansion of his ex-girlfriend. This woman is not ordinary. She's the daughter of a rich man, the famous Batch Fian. Money has rights. Even my hand that opens the door holds a CC. My hand C. This blue-haired woman came in bad faith. Just greeted was controlled by Polaris. Where did they go? I don't know. See if I can help you remember. Listen to this trapper. He needs to get him. Land pink smoke appears. Your hands can't keep a secret. Polaris quickly, according to his memory, go to the port. The ocean knows absolutely nothing right now. He's helping his ex-girlfriend work. Polaris angrily returns to base. Directly expose the ocean. How's Carmen's job? You don't understand. I saw you with her. I think you know it. But I don't understand when you're in prison. The only way I can reach you through comments. To get the information, you have to agree to work for her. Clearly, Polaris isn't going to forgive you. But if not because you're the father of the unborn child, maybe you've been nailed to the wall by now. Meanwhile, the universe analyzed the hard drive to detect the captured mutants. They all have highly selective superpowers. Everyone has a clear purpose. Obviously, the government is selecting mutants to experiment with, while he pokes his head for the mutant. He met a mutant doctor named Bio. This pig is full of intrigue. To secretly form an army of mutants. I intend to send my people to infiltrate the Polaris group as a spy, but the bald guy's a little afraid they're the same kind. Betrayed by Sal. Calm Beef replied. Pop up a paragraph 6. He used to plant mutants as spies in prison. These brainwashed mutants. They are loyal and strong. The hard drive that Dashin and others took. It's the information pulse of the mutation. This is the first group to be brainwashed. The most important thing is, Dai-sun discovered the mastermind behind the renovation of the wharf. The owner is not the government at all. It's a private military company. It's an industrial company called this. This is where the mountain is. Worked for 35 years. But more coincidentally, this company clearly went bankrupt years ago. Now even the mountain is blind. I don't know if my father is involved in this experiment or not. It all remains a mystery. This woman running around with her eyes deeply sunken. Spirit of panic, but the speed is not slow. Banging his head against the bars. An hour ago, base turn owner, I got a call from a good priest. The priest said, his shelter has acquired a group of turned owners. They just escaped from the FBI. After receiving the news that the little revelation led you there, are going to take these mutants back to the base. Right now, a girl with the ability to read her mind. The short-haired woman doesn't seem normal. Go ahead and find out the situation. Discovered on the wrist of a woman with a tattoo. Like Soong, the woman who knew she was exposed went crazy. This speed is like young bamboo. Fortunately, there are a lot of people here to control the woman. The new owner came to Deshan, to lead Zhao Kai. Go find your father, to find out the situation of the private company. Actually, Deshan and father are not very close. In your memory, a father who leaves his wife is not a good man. Now the old man runs an antique shop. When the mountain came in, your father wasn't surprised. When Dai-sun mentioned the private company's secret experiment, the father only answered in a very bureaucratic way. My job at Kiyoshi is top secret. Boy or not. Disclosing confidential information is illegal. I can't believe he kept it so secret. The mountain saw that he was a little displeased. He said his father worked at a private company for more than 35 years. Your children are the owners. Sure, I've done some experiments on people. I heard my grandson is a mutant. The old man called the big paint upstairs. Ask the skills of the two children. The mountain honestly replied, girls can manipulate the air to form a barrier. Boys can tear everything apart. The old man shook his head after listening. No. Dad, no, Dad. What did you say? It came back and the mountain didn't understand. And then the father took out 2 pictures. This is my father. My father and sister Andrea. I've done things I can't say. They are terrorists. But they're also mutants. The old man's father and aunt used superpowers. It has caused many terrorist attacks. Innumerable casualties were notorious criminals of the time. It's called Gemini Ferris. And their capabilities, it's identical to the abilities of the Dashin children. This evil couple tried to turn Father Dashin into a murderer. The good old man doesn't want to kill. He secretly ran away years after joining the company. Is to study drugs. He inhibited the mutation. You finally succeeded. And proved it on the mountain people. It's a human variable. Great paint after injecting gene inhibitors. Sick of a fight. The father feels guilty. No face facing the boy. So I cut off contact with you. Thanks to that, son. I can live like a normal person until now. The mystery is solved. The sow of the great mountain also disappeared. But your father didn't have time to talk. The FBI and Bio's men are here. To ensure the safety of my son and his wife, The old man came down alone. But the enemy is too aggressive. Asked to search the entire room. If the old man can't see it, it's not over. Put your hands up. The golden light shines. Even Matthew's ability to suppress superpowers. It's also useless, but Bo doesn't keep the morality. Suddenly he pulled out the gun and shot the old man. Superpower out of control, causing an explosion after a flash. The mountain realized what was wrong. The FBI supports withdrawal. He was also shot dead. Even the top shock is blown up. At the same time, polar chimps forcibly control female judges. With the help of female virginity, they finally understand her painful past. The pig caught her daughter. Kill your husband and experiment on you. And eventually turn you into an informant. And there's a lot of people like you in the company. These two girls are looking for Kai at the bar. They noticed a man in uniform. He doesn't know he's in danger right now. Excited to talk about. It's my proud job. Polar chicks frown softly. Quickly turn the iron spoon into a profit point. Use it when he's not paying attention. A blow to P next to smoke spray. Find out his memory. Turns out he's the head of security at STK. Catch him just to get STK's defense schematics. Before that, the informant was arrested and brutally tortured. Single women start to worry about their families, constantly asking people, quickly rescue the mutants. Being experimented, I can hear the screams. I saw the bodies. I can feel the pain. When they turned that woman into a monster. And it's all happening in that building. But people are so confused about our defense system, so the North Star and Little Na must act. At the same time, the children of Deshawn discovered their great-grandfather. They're the infamous quadriplegic twins of yore. You just need twins to join forces. The power can destroy a building. My wife and I decided to try, because their abilities are inherited from the original twin. Holding hands, there is no reaction. Zhao and thought, maybe it takes psychic communication to be effective. Of course. Millet. Fortunately, the mountain stopped in time. Otherwise, the entire base will turn to dust. Not to blame. Being born in the past was the fear of many. It wasn't long before the Polaris got its S-defense schematics. People talk about how destroying the safest lab. But they're all overheard by female virgins. And the bald guy got the same news. It turns out that the female poison is the one providing the information. Action begins. People hide their cars near the lab. North Pole Star and Little Kai and the lone female are responsible. Set the female poison gas, deliberately dropping the explosive. Squeeze damage device. Fortunately, the Arctic has superpowers. That's the explosion. A drop is a quick end. The girl is scared. This is my first time on a mission. So it's a bit of a polar panic, even if I'm suspicious. But think of the toxic family. The girl is still in the lab. Quickly get rid of the thought. There are American girls with Lisa. Capable. Open the space gate to sneak into the building. SK is responsible for camera access. At first, all actions were favorable. Zhao Na relies on the memory of the security captain. Was successful in avoiding all patrol personnel, even when faced with tough protection. Just use superpowers. The enemy immediately surrendered their weapons. As soon as we get to the monitoring room, eventually the danger comes. The bald guy leads the FBI. Block every escape. Key moment. Lisa's superpowers are no longer working. The magic door can't be opened immediately. You can only escape on your feet. But Lisa was left behind. He was struck down by the iron spider released by the bald man. Go away. Unwillingly, Nana led two American sisters to run. But to protect the two sisters, Mina stayed behind and was eventually captured. Little America and Little N run to the underground garage. This place has absolutely no way out. America thinks of the combined superpower of two people. We can get out. We can escape if we do as we did last time. Ferris breed. Two people holding hands, shining golden light. Hair flies up. Just before the building collapsed, urine suddenly let go. You, what are you doing? You can't. We have to. We're in the basement of the building. If we do that, everyone will die. The king now leads the people. Americans and Americans hold up their hands together. Now the polar group is hiding outside. I realize this is a trap. To avoid being completely destroyed. To withdraw temporarily. After ZN and Zmei were arrested, they were detained separately by Bio, this man full of intrigue. Since the father of Dashan broke his face. Always thinking about revenge. I just caught my grandfather's nephew and niece, immediately detained them separately, forcing them to use their collective power to collect the 10 desired experimental data. At first, the United States were determined not to submit. Give up? We will never give you what you want. I think you'll agree. Just a little more motivation. Unexpected Bio directly led Theo Na and Lisa. It doesn't have to be that complicated to pull the trigger. Just show me what you can do. The two American sisters looked at each other, a little hesitantly. If they actually shoot, it's no joke. I can't wait for two people to be angry with them. Don't let the bad guys get the job done, but right after, don't follow him. It was too bad to save Lisa. The two American sisters did what Bio said. There's more and more energy in your hands. The measuring equipment is also overloaded. They finally focused all their energy on the wall, in front of the golden light. It almost destroyed half the lab. Beef nods with satisfaction. Finally got the ideal experimental data. At the same time, escaped mutants are also actively rescuing. Ocean and Solo lead to scout the situation. I saw the bald guy moving. American and others. It turns out it's not just America, and other mutants are also here. The Ocean looks dead. This is a robbery. But soon after, he was knocked unconscious by a female poison with an electric stick. Then the female Solo starts acting. She used her superpower to control his subordinates, poking head off the necklace of all mutants. Then control the guards to commit suicide. Gunmen are possessed. People are shooting at themselves. Someone threw a bomb at his car. In a moment, the whole team was left with just the guy poking his head. Now the two of you suddenly step out of the van. It turns out that the female poison is the Trinity superpower. All her actions, they just want to take advantage of the Ocean and others. Rescued the other two sisters. Women actually put a lot of effort into it. Approaching the mutants near the underground base, just to take advantage of their abilities, to make a plan. But after this massacre, the mutants in the base did not dare to trust Dishun. Single female also moves peeing and peeing out. But their tracks were soon discovered by Bio and the bald man. Two leads according to the mutant insider. He's trapped in an abandoned building. The whole family couldn't lift their heads. Sean is still suffering. Son went out to receive the news immediately using the magic door. Even if you take the whole mountain. Not far from the FBI. People hide in the forest. Just in time to wake up dreaming. Point in one direction telling people to run. It turns out that the female chimp predicted everything. She quickly addressed the guards. And prepare be a car. So that people get out of their minds. The mutants agree. Join the rights hunting scheme. Together against the federal government. The man in the vest. It's not just about using mutants as experiments. It's also a conference. Inciting civilians against mutants and named the Intergovernmental Conference. When the conference started, a senator eloquently declared, "This bill will fund the program to kill the enemy. No matter where they hide, it's time for the people to applaud." This is clearly a mutant-like operation. Lisa used the door to take the Ocean. Little Kai ambushed Bio in the elevator. But wearing a mutant bodyguard, he kidnapped a child and pointed a gun at his back. 3 Cs let him escape. 3 people surrounded by security forces. He uses a steel body. They finally escaped through the gates. The girl was angry when Bio ran away from him. He used children as shields, but the FBI chased him. Use energy to destroy quickly, and then Lisa opened the door. Hai and Kai ambushed at the elevator door. When the meeting is over, he got out of the elevator, but nothing happened. The Ocean suddenly attacked from behind. The golden light from his hand almost startled Beef, but soon it was controlled. Unexpected Bio has turned the owner to protect next door. It's true to say one thing and do another. The bodyguard is not the enemy of the enemy. The pig picked up the gun on the ground, hugging the child next to you. Mouth protect children. like the barrel of a gun against the baby's waist. The ocean realized that this man was cruel to protect the child. I can't help but watch the pig run away. As soon as BO got in the elevator, a bunch of security guards came in. Shoot streams at BA of them. The ocean was lucky to escape, but Lisa in the middle couldn't escape. He used his steel body to hold bullets. Finally, BA users teleport out of the battlefield. The 5 women who saw BO about to be caught escaped, extremely impatient. Where is he? Where the hell's your team? We didn't get to the place. He's using the kids as a shield. Then why? How many of those kids are going to die because of this? But I can't worry about it now. FBI agents fire out. Everyone runs first. The police car comes to the back. Now we have to hurry up. He poked through the skylight. 2-hand luster 6 covered strong teeth grinding. Swinging a hand. The light pole on the side of the road crashed and blocked the police car. This girl who doesn't have a user asked if you like her. Even though I love to die, but there's a brave Reha here. The base was in trouble. He poked his head between the people who surrounded the base. Just waiting for the director's order is to destroy all the races inside. Soon he got the order. There's no human-turned AI left in the base. Under the command of Dashan and his wife, Tuho rush to evacuate. The children are guided by the Invisible Man. Drive away. Anyone with the ability to fight finds another way. All exits are blocked now. Thich Ho figured out how to hit the wall. The great warrior swung his iron fist 1 right 2 rights. The roof almost collapsed, but the wall was intact. Tuho blinked. No matter. Can you help? Let me worry. Try again. Okay, the wall after it's frozen. It finally cracked. People follow the gap, quickly retreat. The bald man gave the order. American girl and brother. The police decided to cover everyone. At least 2 of them have great security. Soon enough, the long cannon boy came in, followed by the howl. He opened his mouth and screamed. The rafters also shook. My brother and I are not afraid of you. Close hands, golden boom light. Everybody out now. Everybody out right back. Step back, but it's too late. Under a bright light. The entire base is in a cloud of smoke. My brother and I survived at the same time. Polar chimpanzee just escaped pursuit. Pig is about to leave by plane. Remember the bad things the man did. Why can she be assured of? So she chased him to the airport. Prepare him for a daytime fireworks display. DAEA chasing. I advise my wife not to act in a hurry. Calm down and talk is impossible. Just moving a little is murder. There was someone else on the plane. Polaris doesn't listen to a word. Just gently swing your hand, a very horizontal grid in front of you, for the future of mutton for the baby in the womb. Today you're going to tear the plane apart by hand. Soon enough, plane take off. Blue light, Polaris hands more and more intense. Airplanes in the sky for intense party. I can't make an emergency landing in time. Request an emergency landing. What the hell's going on? Emergency landing. Don't do that. No, no, no. With a loud bang. DAEHA, and sometimes raise your head. Not long after, the mutant escaped from a secret concentration camp gathering. Polaris led Theo Ferris to appear. She's exuding overwhelming energy right now, prepared to fully join the Ferris faction. This is different from the underground. They're also against the persecution of the blind, but the more cruel trick. What are you doing? I'm telling them the truth. A world where we don't have to hide. The world we've always dreamed of. I want to build it. But Polaris's idea. It also coincides with the thinking of some other mutants. Even Eclipse left his parents' arms. Follow Polaris. Whether this time of departure is a disaster or a blessing is still unknown.